I'm about to start reading A Court of Mist and Fury for the first time. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, so Feyre is extremely traumatized, but Dumpling is pretending that he doesn't know that she's literally vomiting almost every night. Red flag. They're getting married in 2 weeks. And I don't know. Dumpling said softly, I can't do what I need to do if I'm worrying about whether you're safe. Look at my eyes, rolling all the way back into my freaking skull. We're on page 22 and there's already a smutty scene. It's with Dumpling though, but I'll take it. There's no such thing as a high lady. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Imagine if someone was like going down on you saying misogynistic shit. How big of a turnoff would that be? Feyre! What are you doing? I can't. Lucien is also annoying the fuck out of me. Tamlin is my High Lord. He gives an order, I follow it. Well, how about you, I don't know, think and have your own opinion on things? Where is Rhysand? Where is he? 3 months and he hasn't come to take her? The wedding dress? She's having a panic attack. I retreated a step. Oh my god. Hello, Feyre, darling. Oh my god, the book. Was I interrupting? I thought it was over. At least Feyre seemed to think so. I love that Rhysand is like such dramatics when he's a fucking drama queen himself. Welcome to the night court. It was the most beautiful place I'd ever seen. And it smelled like jasmine. I love jasmine. I'm so excited. Wait, I'm so excited. Feyre threw her shoe, her wedding shoe. So that went well. So I absolutely love that Rhysand gave her pants and a t-shirt and not a dress. That already, I'm already like, hee hee hee. First of all, the fact that Rhysand wants her to learn how to read, I love him. Because fucking Dumpling was like, what was he doing? He's doing nothing to help Feyre. And this dude is like, you're gonna learn how to read and learn how to shield. Also, more, I love her. She's giving Alice Cullen vibes. You know when they, like Bella and Alice first meet and Alice hugs her and she's like, oh, we're gonna be besties. And Bella's like, oh, I don't know you, but okay. Same vibes and I love it. You look absolutely delicious today, Feyre. What if you could stand against us, hold your own, a high lady? There are no high ladies. We'll talk about that later. But yes, Feyre, there can be high ladies. Fuck you, Dumpling. Imagine having to write, Rhysand is the most handsome High Lord. Rhysand is the most delightful High Lord over and over again. This man's sense of humor is like delicious. Dumpling keeps pissing me off. Feyre gets to the spring court from being in the night court. She gets back and the first thing that Tamlin says is, spill the beans. Tell me everything you know about the night court. Yeah, a little kiss kiss? Okay, I'll do a little kiss kiss, but you better fucking tell me everything. Oh my god, oh my god. As if we didn't already hate Dumpling, he doesn't make it better for himself with a fucking tithe. Because, oh my god, what a fucking asshole. And thank god Feyre gave jewelry to the water lady because Dumpling tells Lucien, Did I ask for your opinion? Excuse me? You better treat your friend with some fucking respect, you little shit. You little shit. Even if Lucien is being a bit of a prick, I will defend that man with my entire life. Dumpling gave her bright red paint. Sometimes I think this man is hundreds of years old. And my question is, why is he fucking stupid then? Why is he stupid? Exactly. Months and months and you're still a ghost. Does no one dare ask what the hell is happening? Does your High Lord simply not care? Exactly. Feyre's like, he's giving me space to sort it out. He's not, though. He's just ignoring it. It's so frustrating. Fucking Dumpling locked her in the Supreme Court. And then when Moore appears, oh my god, I love her. She tells Feyre, you're free. And then Feyre thinks, not safe, not protected, free. She's already being a better friend than freaking Lucien. They're in Velaris. I'm so excited. The bad boys are here. The first thing Cassian says to Feyre, come on Feyre, we don't bite unless you ask us to. So Asriel is a spy master. The secondhand embarrassment is so bad. I don't know what to do with myself. How do you and Lord Cassian? Cassian spewed his wine across the table. Cassian is not a lord, though I'm sure he appreciates you thinking he is. While we're on the subject, neither is Asriel nor Amren. Moore, believe it or not, is the only pure-blooded titled person in this room. Ooh, not him. I'm half Illyrian. Oh, Amarantha didn't know they existed. It killed them all that he'd done it, however he'd done it. Yes, so Rhysand was sexually abused by Amarantha. Let's not forget that. And he was tortured. And all to protect Velaris and his inner circle. How did you meet? Asriel turned to Cassian, who was staring at Rhys with guilt and love on his face. Oh my god, I love a bromance. I love a found family trope. Are Moore and Asriel a thing? Because I'm getting the vibes. Lucky for you, you've just found yourself a teacher. Cassian is going to teach Feyre how to fight. I love it. You don't think it sends a bad message if people see me learning to fight using weapons? The moment the words were out, I realized the stupidity of them. My girl is waking up. I couldn't be happier. I have never had a female friend before, but looking at Moore, I couldn't explain it. I felt it. Like I could indeed go to dinner with her, talk to her. I'm obsessed. I love friendship. I accept your offer to work with you, to earn my keep, and to help with Hybern. Finally! This bond is a living thing, shaped by what you needed when we made the bargain. I'm still learning how and why we can sometimes feel things the other doesn't want known. So he has never done this bond with anyone before? That's interesting. Because how did he even know that he could do it, you know? Feyre is going to be probably the most powerful High Fae ever, right? Like, she's going to be so fucking cool. I can't wait. I can't wait. They are finally with the bone carver, and the bone carver, the way Feyre sees him is like a little 8-year-old boy with black hair and blue-violet eyes like Rhysand's. So I'm like, is she seeing Rhysand as a little kid? What's happening? I don't know what's happening, but let's fucking go! She's going to see the Weaver. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who knows? With Cassian, he's probably more interested in fucking you than protecting you. Oh my god. You could, you know. Rhys said, if you needed to move on in a physical sense, I'm sure Cassian would be more than happy to oblige. Rhys said, what the fuck are you talking about? Why don't you offer yourself? You know? Is this a test to see if she likes him or not? Because he's like, I let Cassian know you're open to his advances. And Feyre's like, good. Oh. He gripped my chin. His words were a lethal caress as he said, did you enjoy the sight of me kneeling before you? Feyre is a badass, I just finished reading the Weaver bit. So good. Also, disgusting to be covered in grease and people's hair and Feyre wants to go and party with more and with the bad boys. Oh no, oh no. I'm a bit emotional. Feyre is talking to Moore and she's telling her, I'd like my sisters to meet you. I want them to hear your story and know that there is a special strength in enduring such dark trials and hardships and still remaining warm and kind, still willing to trust and reach out. I'm sorry if I was not as welcoming to you as you were to me when I arrived at the Night Court. I was trying to learn how to adjust. These friendships are pulling my heartstrings. She wants to fly with Asriel because she's starting to feel things for Rhysand. Not emotionally, but physically, if you know what I mean. I know Nesta is trying to protect Elaine and herself, but please, thank God Elaine is kind and a freaking sweetheart. Because Nesta, bruh, she's cold. Feyre gave and gave for years. Let us now help her. Exactly, thank you. I can eat, drink, fuck, and fight just as well as I did before. Better, even. Oop! Oop! Okay, Feyre. Nesta's like, what are you looking at? And he says, someone who let her younger sister risk her life every day in the woods while she did nothing. Your sister died to save my people. She's willing to do so again to protect you from war. So don't expect me to sit here with my mouth shut while you sneer at her for a choice she did not get to make and insult my people in the process. Fucking hell. I mean, damn. Wow. Cassian, yes. Come on. She was born on the longest night of the year. The Lord of the Night Court, and Feyre was born in freaking winter solstice. Rhysand just wrote to Feyre in the little magical paper, life is better when you're around. Feyre is pissed with Rhysand. I get it. Like, please, if you're gonna use me as bait, first of all, let me know. Because he is withholding information. So I would be pissed if I was Feyre. She has winnowed for the first time, and Rhysand is so fucking proud. Rhysand is like living his best life, watching Feyre like coming to her powers. And I love it. Asriel's knife is called Truth Teller. Iconic. Feyre and Rhysand are going on a little, should we call it date? Dinner. Tonight. Oh, they're all going. So it's not a date, but we love a group date. But I wanted a little date, but it's okay, it's okay. Amren is so fucking funny. Hi Faye, we'll stick their cocks anywhere. I'm sure she said that with disgust. Like, she's in a high Faye body, but she's like, these slugs. Ew. Is there like a thing going on between Asriel, Mor, and Cassian? Because Feyre is asking Rhysand, Asriel and Mor, they never, and then he says, that's between them and Cassian. I'm not stupid enough to get in the middle of it. So, what's going on there? Oh, something important is happening. Feyre listened to some music in Velaris, and she says, a reduced version of the symphony I'd heard in the dungeon. I breathe. You sent that music into my cell. Why? Because you were breaking and I couldn't find another way to save you. Thank you for everything, for what you did then and now. Even after the Weaver, after this morning with my trap for the adder, you ruined everything. You should come tend to my wounds. Please do, Feyre. Please go tend to his freaking wounds right now. Go lick your wounds and leave me. I'd much rather you licked my wounds for me. I need a fan. Feyre writes goodnight. And then Rhysand answers, try not to moan too loudly when you dream about me. I need my beauty rest. I love it. So they're talking about, well, Cassian is talking about the tattoos. And he says, we get the tattoos when we're initiated as Illyrian warriors for luck and glory on the battlefield. And then Feyre thinks, my tattoo had been made with Illyrian markings, perhaps Rhys's own way of wishing me luck and glory while facing Amarantha. Woo! Cassian mentioned that Feyre wrote a letter to Tamlin. And then Feyre's like, I will talk about it when you talk about how you tease and taunt Mor to hide whatever it is you feel for her. Ooh. I love Cassian. I just love him so much. He knows he fucked up asking Feyre about her letter to Tamlin. He says, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit a nerve. It was just my shitty way of trying to see if you needed to talk about it. I'm sorry. Wow, communication, right? Mind-blowing. Hey, Dumpling, maybe if you tried that, maybe Feyre wouldn't be in the Night Court. But, oop. Feyre is saying some hard truths right now. She's finally seeing Tamlin for who he is. He hadn't risked being caught until there was only one night left, and all he'd wanted to do wasn't free me, but fuck me. Yeah, Tamlin can go suck a toad's ball. And when Amarantha had broken me, he just knelt and begged her. He hadn't tried to kill her. He hadn't crawled for me. Unlike Rhysand. So after training with Cassian and realizing that Dumpling is indeed garbage, Rhysand is like, try thinking of me. How good looking I am, how talented. Because she's trying to summon darkness. I'm surprised there aren't more mirrors in this house, since you seem to love looking at yourself so much. And And then Asriel and Cassian are like loving sassy Feyre. And Rhys says, there's a Feyre I adore. I adore. Like, he is just throwing these words out there like he's in making our little hearts pita pata, you know what I mean? We're going to the summer court, baby! What is Rhysand doing flirting with Cressida? What little games is he playing? Feyre, she's not happy about it. So Feyre spent the whole day with Tarquin, and now she's back in her room and Rhysand is there. And they've been pretty awkward with each other because Rhysand was flirting with Cressida. So Rhysand is like, you know what? Tarquin is not as good as he seems, because Cressida was talking shit about him. And Feyre's like, oh, well, did she tell you that before, during, or after you took her to bed? And Rhysand says, is that why you wouldn't look at me? Because you think I fucked her for information? Well, duh. Jealous, Feyre? Ooh, what got under my skin is that you smiled at him. They are both jealous because they like each other. I heard what you told him, that you thought it would be easy to fall in love with him. You meant it too. I was jealous of that I'm not that sort of person for anyone. You are, baby, you are. To the people who look at the stars and wish, Rhys. To the stars who listen and the dreams that are answered. Little update, they know where the book is, and Feyre infiltrated Tarquin's mind and like rewired his thoughts towards her by like dropping her own thoughts into his brain. Super cool. Feyre just fully transformed into Tarquin. What? The sisters from the water lady that Feyre gave her jewelry to came to save the day. See, kindness always wins. Rhysand is in a horrible mood because Tarquin realized they stole the book from him and now he wants them dead. So Feyre is flirting with him to try to get him out of his bad mood. Am I supposed to deny that I find you attractive? The tension is so good. So Rhysand was having a nightmare and Feyre went to wake him up and make sure he was doing okay. And before she left, she kissed him on the cheek. Imagine Rhysand having someone be soft and sweet and kind to him after spending years being sexually abused by Amarantha. What has happened? They had the meeting with the mortal queens and it went terribly bad. And that's it. So I'm gonna keep reading and see what happens. So they're going to the Court of Nightmares and Rhysand is really worried for Feyre. First of all, because they're going under a freaking mountain. Also because he doesn't want her to see this horrible alter ego that he has to like put on. So Feyre is trying to distract him. And she says, Amber and Moore told me that the span of an Illyrian male's wings says a lot about the size of other parts. Did they now? Oh! They also said that Asriel's wings are the biggest. I love it. I love it. It's just fun. So, talking about wingspan, Feyre just asked Rhys about what happens with the wings while you're doing the nasty, because the wings are very sensitive apparently. And Rhysand says that basically you can just by someone touching your wings in the right spot. Oh, have you found that to be true? I've never allowed anyone to see or touch my wings during sex. It makes you vulnerable in a way that I'm not comfortable with. Now, what I know for a fact is when these two finally do the nasty. There's gonna be wings involved. There are gonna be wings involved. It's gonna be so good. Ugh. The throne. Feyre is on his lap. And oh my god. The tension, the sexual tension when he licks her neck. The fact that they're both horny and they both know it. Rhysand and Feyre just got into a huge argument. And now Feyre is thinking. Her little peanut brain is thinking. And she's realizing she wants to have something with Rhysand. Finally. If he didn't walk away when I voiced what I wanted. Him! Not the High Lord, just him. The person who had sent music into that cell, who had kept fighting for me every day since, refusing to let me crumble and disappear into nothing. So I waited for him in the chilled moonlit garden, but he didn't come. They're making me suffer. They're watching the Starfall, which, by the way, sounds absolutely stunning. And Rhysand is taking Feyre to a quieter place. And I hope they make up and make out. Shh, I didn't say that. Shh. Both Feyre and Rhysand are getting slammed on the face with like the spirit / stars, whatever. And they're both laughing. They're both actually laughing. Like, Feyre has painted a little star on Rhysand's hand and she's smiling. Feyre is realizing that she hadn't smiled for him ever or laughed. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Feyre says, "You owe me 2 thoughts back from when I first came here. Tell me what you're thinking." I wish I could take back that kiss under the mountain. Because I didn't make it pleasant for you and I was jealous and pissed off and I knew you hated me. He was jealous already? What's happening? What's happening? Do you want to dance with me? You want to dance? He rasped. We had danced, all of us together, and I had never seen Rhys so happy, laughing with Asriel, drinking with Mor, bickering with Cassian. And then when the music became soft, I had let Rhys take me in his arms and dance with me slowly. And then Feyre waited in her room because she was like, Rhys better come right now. And he never did. It has only been 2 months since she left. Why does it feel like an entire year? Oh, and now she's thinking about Dumpling. I'm a traitor. Dumpling did so much for me. Yeah, well, okay. Live your life. I just read Tamlin and Rhysand's story. Fuck Tamlin right up in the ass. Rhysand befriended him and he betrayed him, killing his mother, and I can't. And even if he didn't do it, he didn't stop his family from doing it. Because he's a fucking coward. Like, Feyre wants to paint again and she wants to paint Rhysand. I'm not emotionally ready for the end of this book. I'm telling you that already. Lucien is back. Lucien, my beloved, please. Please don't be a prick. Lucien, I love you so much, please. We've been hunting for you for over 2 months. Feyre, let's go home. See, I want Lucien to understand that she's happy now. But I want Lucien to get out of the freaking spring court. That's what I want. I want Lucien to, like, join the inner circle. Lucien says, what did he do to you? Did he take your mind and... I mean, to be fair, Rhysand did mind control Feyre under the mountain. So it's not that unhinged that Lucien thinks that Feyre is being mind controlled at the moment. And that's why she doesn't want to go with him, you know? Feyre has wings? Feyre has freaking bat wings? Oh my god, Lucien is gonna lose his shit. Rhysand's like, You look good with wings. The bed. I asked for 2. We're getting a 1-bed trope. We're getting the 1-bed trope. Look at me, look at me. Rising from the motherfucking dead. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. They're gonna fuck. They're gonna fuck. And I'm so ready. They're talking about if Rhysand thought that she was going to go with Lucien. I found myself deciding that if you took his hand, I would find a way to live with it. It would be your choice. And if he grabbed me, then I would have torn apart the world to get you back. So Feyre says, one thought in exchange for another. I'm thinking that I look at you and feel like I'm dying, like I can't breathe. I'm thinking that I want you so badly I can concentrate half the time I'm around you. I'm thinking that I can't stop thinking about you and that it's been that way for a long while. We should go to sleep. After that confession? What do you mean go to sleep? So they went to bed and it's freezing cold, so they got a bit closer just for body heat. She is tracing her finger along his wing. Didn't I tell you the wings were gonna be involved? I never knew Illyrians were such sensitive babies. Sliding another finger down the inside of his wing? Why is that sexual? Why is that making me feel things? What is it you want, Feyre? I'm getting nervous. He wants him to say, I want you, Rhysand. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Oh, Feyre is playing hard to get. I want a distraction. I want fun. Sure, baby. Ooh, his body again tensed behind me, and I wonder if somehow he didn't see it for the lie it was. If he thought that that was all indeed I wanted. No. Rhysand, don't pull that insecure crap on me. Come on. Okay. But mostly, I wanted to do this. His eyes held mine as he brought those fingers. Holy shit! Okay, well, that was that. So, Rhys was about to tell Feyre something important, and they were ambushed by Hybern soldiers, by ash arrows. They took Rhysand, and Feyre hunted him, killed all of the Hybern soldiers, because she's a freaking badass. Winnowed, because she was so angry, she was winnowing everywhere trying to find Rhysand. Winnowed him out of the cave into another cave where she took the arrows like out of his wings, and to distract him from the pain, she was telling him about how Elaine bought her first like set of paints, and she painted flowers for Elaine, fire for Nesta, and for herself the night sky. She thinks maybe all along I knew that I was supposed to find you, you know? Or supposed to be found by you, by all of you, by the inner circle. And Rhysand murmurs, I was looking for you too. And then he passes out. But if you wish to speed your mate's healing. Wait. Oh my God. I'm getting goosebumps. Whoa. If you wish to, the surreal post. Oh my God. You did not know then. Say it. The High Lord of the Night Court is your mate. That's why he was jealous. Oh my God. I'm freaking out. Does he know? Yes. Whew. But he was trying to tell you. Oh my god, is she now going to be angry and is it going to be a whole thing? Ugh. Oh my god. They are That's crazy. I'm still in shock about the maids thing, but can we talk about the cereal? The cereal is out here like spilling the tea. They're like, yeah, I know information. Ooh, he's your maid. Oh, oops, you didn't know? Sorry. This cereal is so sassy. I don't know. I imagine someone like super sassy. Like, obviously, they're creepy, but like in a sassy way, you know, like with long nails, like, she's pissed. How long have you known that I'm your maid? Oh, Rhys stilled. The entire world stilled. You. You trapped the cereal? I thought something like panic might have flashed over his features. I mean, I suspected for a while. I knew for certain when Amarantha was killing you. Wait, that's why he was screaming like, Feyre! Because his mate was dying. Oh my god. And when we stood on the balcony under the mountain right after we were freed, I felt it snap into place between us. I looked at you then, and the strength of it hit me like a blow. He had gone wide-eyed, had stumbled back as if shocked, terrified. That had been over half a year ago. When were you going to tell me? I don't know. I wanted to yesterday. Yes, that's what he was going to tell her before they were attacked. Why didn't you tell me? Oh my god, Rhysand! You were in love with him. You were going to marry him. You were enduring everything, and it didn't feel right to tell you. The other night, you told me you wanted a distraction. You wanted fun, not a mating bond. And not to someone like me, a mess. This is frustrating. I can't believe Rhysand believed her when she said, no, I just want fun. Come on, come on. So Feyre is incredibly pissed off at Rhysand. They have went out to the Illyrian camp, and without looking back, she has told Moore to please take her somewhere where Rhysand isn't going to find her. So Moore has taken her to a cabin. Rhys knows that the cabin exists, but Feyre has made Moore promise that she is not going to tell him where she is. And now we're in chapter 52. So there's only 2 chapters left until chapter 54, which I know is the one that's gonna make my heart like explode. So I'm so excited. I'd walked away from him a day after I told him he was the only thing I never walk away from. This is so sad. Feyre has been painting in the cabin, and the cabin, like apparently almost every surface is painted. She has painted Illyrian wings, and Moore has come to visit her. I think it's hilarious that Moore's like, ugh, like you painted Illyrian wings? They're never going to stop talking about it. Like, and then she painted Ambren's eyes because she's always watching. And Moore's like, paint mine next to hers, because the dudes in this house need to know who's in charge. Who run the world? Girls. Chapter 54. Rhys has gone to the cabin to see her. Rhys is like, you painted us. So she has not painted Rhysand's eyes. And Rhysand's like, what about my eyes? I was scared that if I painted them, I'd start wishing you were here so much that I just stare at them all day. And it seemed like a pathetic way to spend my time. And then Feyre's like, I'll heat you some food. You must be hungry. Rhysand's like, you would make me food? Apparently offering food is wow, it means that the female accepts the bond. So Feyre's like, Tell me everything while I cook you the soup, and if whatever you tell me convinces me that you didn't tell me because you care for me and loved me, then I will offer you the soup and accept the bond. Rhysand is telling Feyre the whole story about the war with Amarantha. After a decade, I stopped expecting to see my friends or my people again. I forgot what their faces looked like, and I stopped hoping. 3 years ago, I began to have these dreams. The images were foggy, like looking through cloudy glass. I thought nothing of them until one of these images was of a hand, this beautiful human hand holding a brush, painting flowers on a table. Goosebumps. At that time, I pushed the thought back of the image that brought me joy when I needed it the most. Open night sky, stars, and the moon. I didn't know if it was received, but I tried anyway. So she painted the night sky and the stars and the moon because Rhysand sent the thought back to her. Those dreams, I treasured them. They were a reminder that there was some peace out there in the world, that there was a place and a person who had enough safety to paint flowers on a table. They went on for years until a year ago. Rhysand saw the Feyre was dreaming of the bonfires and went to look for her. I started speaking without knowing what I was saying, only that you were there and I was touching you, and there you are. I've been looking for you. His first words to me, not a lie at all. You looked at me and I knew that you had no idea who I was, that I might have seen your dreams but you hadn't seen mine, and you were just human. Oof. Ugh. When Rhysand got to the spring court, because Amarantha sent him to the spring court, then I got into that room and the scent was familiar but hidden. And then I saw the plate and felt the glamour, and there you were, living in my second most enemy's house, dining with him, reeking of his scent, looking at him like you loved him. Imagine. When I found you two in the hall, so Rhys and Tamlin, I was jealous of him and pissed off that he'd used that one shot of being unnoticed not to get you out but to be with you. Fuck Dumpling. But then she snapped your neck and I felt you die. And this beautiful, wonderful thing that had come into my life, this gift from the cauldron, it was gone. In my desperation, I clung to that bond, not the bargain. The bargain was nothing, but I grabbed that bond between us and I tugged. Feyre's realizing that it was not her coming back to Tamlin or the spring court, but the bond that she had with Rhysand. If we could get free, then all 7 of us were there. We could bring you back. So he was the one who made the High Lords offer a spark of their power. I had to watch as Tamlin held you, kissed you. I almost told you then, but you were so sad and tired. And for once you looked at me like I was worth something. So I promised myself that the next time I saw you, I'd free you from the bargain. I landed at the night court right as Mor was waiting for me. And I was so frantic, so unhinged, and I told her everything. I hadn't seen her in 50 years, and my first words to her were, "She's my mate." And for 3 months I tried to convince myself that you were better off without me. But I felt you through the bond, felt your pain and sadness and the loneliness. I heard that you were going to marry him, and I told myself you were happy. The day of the wedding, I'd planned to get rip-roaring drunk with Cassian. But then I felt you again. I felt your panic and despair, and I heard you beg someone, anyone, to save you. I lost it. I winnowed to the wedding. All I could see was you in your stupid wedding dress, so thin, so thin and pale, and I wanted to kill him for it. But I had to get you out, had to call in that bargain, just once, to get you away. It killed me, Feyre, to send you back, to see you waste away month by month. It killed me to know he was sharing your bed. Not because you were my mate, but because I knew I was in love with you that moment I picked up the knife to kill Amarantha. If I let myself love you, you would be taken from me, the way my family was, the way my friends were, so I didn't tell you. I watched you as you faded away until that day he locked you up. Slowly I turned around to where the soup was now boiling and ladled it into a bowl. I stopped before him, staring down, and I said, "You love me?" Rhys nodded. I set the bowl down before him. "Then eat!" Oh my god. I just want him to be so happy. "I want you to know, Rhysand, that I love you." His lips trembled, and I brushed away the tear that escaped down his cheek. "I want you to know that I am broken and healing, but every piece of my heart belongs to you, and I am honored to be your mate." I'm doomed to be single forever, aren't I? Like, like where am I going to find any man that resembles Rhysand? Ooh. He gripped my thighs and yanked me to the edge of the table and knelt before me. Knelt on those stars and mountains inked on his knees. He would bow for no one and nothing but his mate. I think I fell in love with you the moment I realized you were cleaving those bones to make a trap for the worm. Or maybe the moment you flipped me off for mocking you. It reminded me so much of Cassian. For the first time in decades, I wanted to laugh. You fell in love with me because I reminded you of your friend? There's nothing I love more than when friends, how do you say it in English? Making fun of their friend. Like, you know what I mean? Feyre and Rhysand go back to the Illyrian camp. And Cassian is like, "Well, it's about time." Feyre doesn't look too tired. Maybe she could give me a ride. So yeah, Rhysand and Cassian are just punching each other, rolling on the ground, going at it. And more, welcome to the family, Feyre. Found family makes my little heart burst with happiness. Rhys and Cassian spent an hour pummeling each other into exhaustion. Holy shit. Rhys and I walked hand in hand into the dining room of the House of Wind and found more Asriel, Amren, and Cassian already seated, waiting for us. As one, they stood, they looked at me, and they bowed. Wow, because she's now like, well, is she a high lady? I'm sure Rhys is gonna be like, "Yes, you're a high lady." I only have like 80 pages left and I don't want to finish the book. Nesta is pleading with the Mortal Queens for them to give the book to the inner circle. And the Mortal Queens are just, they don't care. But Nesta said, please. She said, please. I don't think she's ever said please in her life. Velaris is being fucking attacked. I swear, if they do as much as to like scratch a building in Velaris, I will kill them. I can't do anything. But in my mind, I will kill them. Feyre made wolves out of the water of the river. Oh, she's finally using all of her powers. She's killing the Ator and she's stabbing him over and over again. This is for Claire. This is for Rhys. And this is for me. I can't believe they killed people from Velaris. Like 5,000 years of that city being intact, protected. And these motherfuckers, they are winnowing to Hybern. Bro, this has gone so badly, so fast. Oh. Asriel is very much injured. How, like, I'm not trying to make the inner circle sound stupid or anything, but like, how did they not think? Like, they were just so confident, and I love that for them, but too confident. No way! The king said to no one in particular, now that I've upheld my end of the bargain, I expect you to uphold yours. Lucien and Tamlin stepped into the light. No. 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 Listen. From Tamlin, I expected it. From fucking Lucien. I feel so betrayed. I don't have words, like... Ooh. The final part of the bargain with Tamlin is to break the bond between Rhysand and Feyre. So much is happening. They're going to make Nesta and Elaine high fae just so they can prove to the mortal queens that they can become immortal. All for immortality? To be fair. For immortality, I would do some wild things. I'm not even going to lie. Elaine is a high fae. They're going to throw Nesta to the cauldron. Lucien's hand slackened at his sides. His voice broke as he whispered to Elaine, "You're my mate!" Oh my god! Feyre is pretending Rhysand had her, like, you know, I don't even know how to speak English at the moment. She's accusing Rhysand of, like, mind controlling her. So she's playing this part of someone who has been mind controlled, and now she's looking at Tamlin like, Tamlin, and then looking at Rhysand like, what did you do to me? What did you do to me? And it's also like, so they can get out. Break the bond. Bitch, but what if he breaks it for real? Are they not going to be mates anymore? He broke the bond. Also, Mor and Cassian realizing what she's doing for them and for the court of daydreams. I can't. It's making me so emotional. The tattoo is gone. Lucien is realizing Feyre is lying. We have a Rhysand point of view. Shut the fuck up. Shut the front door. No, Cassian cannot lose his wings. Come on. Amber wants to know, where the hell is Feyre? Where is her girl? She asked the king to break the bond. That's impossible, says Amren. That sort of bond cannot be broken. The king said he could do it. The king is a fool. That sort of bond cannot be broken. No, it can't, Rhysand says. The king broke the bargain between us, but he couldn't tell that it wasn't the mating bond. The bond is not broken. I was so concerned. I was so concerned for a moment. She's my mate and my spy, and she is the High Lady of the Night Court. If they had removed her other glove, they would have seen a second tattoo on her right arm. The twin to the other, inked last night when we crept out, found a priestess, and I swore her as my High Lady. Not consort, not wife. Feyre is High Lady of the Night Court. And if in answer a glimmer of love shuddered down the bond. And now we have Feyre's point of view. Now we have Feyre's point of view. This is so intense. Lucien is not buying any of Feyre's lies. I looked up at Tamlin and brushed my hand over his mouth. It was an effort not to turn my hands into claws and rip out his eyes. She's going to be the best spy. Like, Asriel is gonna have to, like, high five. He would never high five Feyre. What the fuck am I saying? The last sentence! And so Tamlin unwillingly led the High Lady of the Night Court into the heart of his territory. I'm so sad I finished it. What am I going to do now? I have to reread it and make a playlist on Spotify. Wow, wow, wow. It was so good. It was so good. I genuinely think I have to reread the whole thing now. Now that I know that Rhysand is Feyre's mate, it's going to, like, change the whole book. Okay. Well, I'm going to go and buy A Court of Wings and Ruin, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye!